YouTube, Niner Empire, what is going down? Welcome back to another video. In this video, I want to talk about a potential trade the 49ers could possibly do in the offseason, bearing any, thing that happens between the two teams and obviously, what happens up to the draft. But this could be a potential trade that the 49ers execute in the offseason, and I've heard talks about it, even though I think, this is probably unlikely, but it's definitely something to, at least talk about. So should the 49ers should the 49ers trade for Dolphins quarterback Tua Tagovailoa? Here's the thing. Tua Tagovailoa was a rookie this year. He comes in, super high hopes for Tua, from a lot of NFL executives. The Dolphins themselves, a lot of people had high expectations for Tua. So Tua comes in, and, Ryan Fitzpatrick starts their season, and then they decide, screw it, we're going to put Tua in and see how he does. Tua comes in. I believe he went 6-3 as a starter with the Dolphins, threw for 11 touchdowns and 5 interceptions. But this is the thing. I watched Tua play about 2 or 3 times, and I noticed that he just cannot move the ball downfield. Tua loves hitting like super short routes for some reason in the NFL. I mean, like just dishing the ball off to like the running back every single play, or like maybe hitting, a receiver on a very short, shallow slant route. I don't like Tua Tagovailoa. And that's exactly why. The 49ers need somebody that can pass the football downfield. That's what the 49ers are missing with Jimmy Garoppolo. Jimmy Garoppolo's arm is not that strong. Not as strong as a lot of people think. Now, obviously, Jimmy G can throw a deep ball, whatever, but that also comes with accuracy. And I don't think neither Jimmy Garoppolo or Tua Tagovailoa have showed that they can throw the deep ball consistently with, good accuracy. So, look, I mean, it's definitely intriguing to talk about, but this should be, I mean, if this trade goes down, it'd be pretty stupid because obviously Kyle Shanahan's came out and said that the 49ers are not going to move on from Jimmy Garoppolo unless there is a clear, option aside from Jimmy Garoppolo that the 49ers can, pursue. But look, I mean, Tua, and another thing too, this is his first season. He's going to develop as a starter. But just from what I've seen so far, I don't think the 49ers should even think about trading for Tua Tagovailoa. And another thing, too, is why would the Dolphins even want to trade Tua Tagovailoa? I know that, he may have not have showed, great signs in his rookie year, but neither did Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson ended up winning an MVP. So I'm pretty sure, in the offseason with Tua, he's just going to have to work on his accuracy, work on his throws, his deep ball. And I can see Tua being a very good quarterback down the line, but he struggles right now with moving the ball downfield and hitting downfield targets. He's missed targets. He just doesn't look the best. But obviously, I mean, he's coming off hip surgery, a major injury that he suffered when he was at Alabama, and getting back on the field, I'm sure it took somewhat of a toll on him mentally. So, I mean, I think Tua will probably progress next season, especially, if Ryan Fitzpatrick comes back and, they can kind of work on, one another together. That sounded very, very wrong. You guys get the point what I mean, though. Fitzpatrick's that veteran guy in the locker room that can, that everybody loves, and obviously that can help a rookie quarterback become something. So, if Ryan Fitzpatrick comes back, I can see very, decent progression from Tua Tagovailoa. But as for the 49ers, I mean, I don't think that's a better option than Jimmy Garoppolo. I mean, Jimmy Garoppolo has been in the league longer. He's been in playoff games. He's won playoff games. At that point, you just got to stick with Jimmy Garoppolo. So I think that is a very, very out of this world move if the 49ers pulled that card. The 49ers should not and shouldn't even think about trading for Tua Tagovailoa. And like I said, I don't really necessarily think the Dolphins would be down to send, their first round pick in the draft last year to San Francisco. I don't think they would want to do that. I mean, they drafted him for a reason. It's not like a new head coach just came into Miami and, Brian Flores has been fired. I could see if Brian Flores got fired in the offseason or something like that, which he doesn't deserve to be, because obviously, the Dolphins went 11-5 this year, a couple seasons after being one of the worst teams in the league. But if Brian Flores was to get fired or if he ended up leaving or something like that, a new head coach came in, I could see them possibly doing that. I mean, we've seen that with Cliff Kingsbury when he came in and replaced, was it Vance Joseph? No, he was the defensive coordinator. Who was the Cardinals head coach before Cliff? I don't think it was Bruce Arians. Either way, I mean, Cliff Kingsbury came in, took the Cardinals job. They had just drafted Josh Rosen, and he ended up trading Josh Rosen and drafting Kyler Murray. So, I mean, no, the 49ers, it's entertaining, but the 49ers should not even think about that. Tua is not a better quarterback and neither a clear better option than Jimmy Garoppolo. So I think the Tua Tagovailoa talks need to be stomped to the ground because, no, that's not what the 49ers want to do. And even so, I mean, if the 49ers executed that trade, that would set them back a couple of years because then they'd have to bloom, Tua Tagovailoa into a guy that can win, football games and be a good quarterback. So, no. And, I mean, Tua Tagovailoa was 6-3 as a starter, so he's got a winning record. Not taking anything away from him, but as for the 49ers, that's not what's best for the organization. That's probably what's worst. So that, I mean, like I said, it's fun to talk about, whatever, but the 49ers should not trade for Tua Tagovailoa. I've seen that come up. I've seen it on Twitter numerous amount of times. Niners fans and, entertaining the idea that the 49ers should trade for Tua Tagovailoa, it's dumb. It's stupid. That's not a better option than Jimmy Garoppolo, and if we did that, we wouldn't be in the playoffs for at least another couple of years unless something magical happened where Tua just blooms into this guy, this superstar instantly. So, no. Tua Tagovailoa to the 49ers needs to be stomped, and it's not going to happen.